Have you ever regretted missing the opportunity to forgive? During my time volunteering at a hospice, I met an elderly man named Mr. Thompson. He was soft-spoken, with kind eyes and a way of making everyone feel comfortable, even in that somber place. He didn't have any visitors, though he kept a framed photo of a young woman and a little boy beside his bed. One day, as I was refilling his water, he caught me looking at the picture and smiled. "That's my son Andrew, and my wife Linda," he said, voice thick with a bittersweet nostalgia. "Haven't seen them in years." I hesitated, then asked gently, "Why not?" His smile faltered. "I made some bad choices when I was younger, pushed them away. When I finally tried to make things right, it was too late. Linda passed, and Andrew, he wouldn't take my calls." Despite his sadness, he never blamed his son. "I understand," he'd say. "I wasn't there when it mattered." One evening, as I was about to leave for the day, Mr. Thompson handed me a sealed envelope. "If Andrew ever comes, would you give him this?" he asked. I promised I would. Weeks went by, and Mr. Thompson's condition worsened. One quiet morning, I found his bed empty. The nurse told me he had passed peacefully in his sleep. I kept the letter in my pocket for days, unsure what to do with it. A few months later, a man in his 30s walked into the hospice. He had the same eyes as Mr. Thompson. "I'm looking for a patient, Walter Thompson," he said, nervously glancing around. My heart sank as I explained that he had passed. Andrew's face crumbled. "I thought I had more time," he whispered, tears slipping down his cheeks. I reached into my pocket and handed him the letter. "He left this for you." Andrew opened it right there, his hands trembling. As he read, his shoulders shook with silent sobs. "He forgave me," he choked out. "He forgave me, even when I couldn't forgive him." In that moment, I realized how much time they had lost, how much love had been left unsaid. It was heartbreaking to see a man grieve not just for his father, but for the years they could never get back. That day taught me something I'll never forget. No matter how hard it seems, say what needs to be said while you still can. Time doesn't wait.